Hey everyone, it's Kat, back with some more spontaneous fun, just in time to celebrate the new year. This past year has kept me quite busy, but I'm going to try and make it my New Year's mission to post videos once a week, starting with this week's video. More about that in just a minute. I will not be posting a video next week. I will be in England, but there will be a video going up the week after. I might post a short next week, but I don't know. But more about this week's video, I would like to tell you a little bit about what my dream pack for The Sims 4 would be. So meow, without further ado, let's begin. My dream pack for The Sims 4 would be a Broadway theme pack. Everything from musicals to plays, maybe some new dance types like ballet, swing dancing, Broadway aesthetic dancing, better group dancing. It would include a new Broadway category when you click the sing song option, and the option to also sing while you danced, and also to sing as a group and sing while you danced as a group. I think that would be so cool. We could have a new active career where your sim is presented with a different show selection, kind of similar to the acting career, like they enter into the career, they click on a gig or whatever, but the gig is the show, and that whole week you're working on that show. So it's a little bit different. And then from that point on, they would go to rehearsals each day. You could either just send your sim to work, or like in the acting career, you could go to rehearsal with them, and there would be all these different things. Like, of course, there would be the main theater where your sims go to do the rehearsals and the performance at the end of however many rehearsals it takes. We'll get to that in a minute. Very similar to the acting career. Options like get your hair and makeup done, rehearse your lines, but your sim would actually would move up in the ranks. So like you would start off as a swing or in the ensemble, and then you'd move up to standby, and then you'd move up to A cast or B cast, like in the cast, so to speak. And based on those tier levels in the career, when you go to the rehearsals for the show, based on your tier level, you would do different things. Like if you're in the A cast, you would sing, or you would dance, or you would lead the ensemble, or if you're in the ensemble, you would only dance at certain points. There could also be a backstage career where you could be like a stage manager or a stagehand, or I'm all of it. See, like, doesn't this sound so cool? Like, I would love that. Or you could work your way up to director. I mean, there are so many things that you could do with this type of a pack. And my idea is, getting back to what I was talking about earlier, each show would require a certain amount of rehearsal time, as it does in real life, or rehearsal days, and then on the day after the final rehearsal, that would be the performance. And you and your Sims family or your Sims friends could go and they could see the performance. It probably would be a rabbit hole, but ideally I would like for it to be either a cutscene that would show your sim and the company, obviously different cutscenes based on, it would probably be the same cutscene based on the performance or whatever, but you would see your sim on the stage. And I know that would be extremely difficult, and I don't think that that's realistic, hence why I said either a cutscene, or I would also like to see you controlling your sims while they perform. So it'd be kind of like a rabbit hole in that your sims family and friends would go to the performance, go quote unquote to the performance, but then you would control your sim performing, if that makes any sense. Very similar to how the rehearsals during the week would work. Then the family and the friends could come back with a moodlet. Like if your friends aren't in your household, they could call you and be like, hey, congrats on your performance, I heard it was great, or you really sucked at that performance, I heard it was terrible. It could go either way, and then like the people in your household or the family or whatever could have like little moodlets, like saw a show or went to a show. That would be another thing you could do. You could go to a show, you could have the option to go to a show. Imagine, this is getting into my idea for the build category. So they could have a new lot type of a theater for us to build. Now, obviously this theater wouldn't exactly function as a travel, you could travel to it, but it would kind of be like a rabbit hole, or they could have a rabbit hole section. Some places are a rabbit hole, but most of the environment is playable. That's what I'm thinking. So you would build the theater, right? You would have the option to build the theater, and there'd be certain requirements for the theater, you know, like food or like, you know, something for your Sims to get, like concessions and whatnot. And then a main rabbit hole part would be like whether it's a door or something. I don't know how those game mechanics work, but it could be like a door. So like a door to the auditorium, you click on that and say ready for show or something like that, and your Sim would go into the show. And then bada boom, bada bang, ta-da, they saw a Broadway show. Your Sims could go to a Broadway show. Oh, I would love to do that in The Sims 4. I'd love to do that in real life. I have done that in real life. It would be really cool. I'm just saying. So those are my thoughts. Those are my ideas. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe right meow for all the spontaneous fun, and I will see you in the next one.